Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp, and today we're going to be looking at how the odds have been acting up for the game between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks for having me back.
It's always a pleasure, my man. All right, so how about them Panthers? I bet you had a tough loss with this one, my man. I mean, your Bears, they were up 14 points, and somehow the Panthers D just woke up and shut them down. And eventually Carolina turned the game around to beat them 31-24. Now, I do expect to see that their defense will show up against Andy Dalton and the Bengals, especially considering that Dalton was probably going to be without A.J. Green, which means he's probably going to have to rely a little bit more on Sanu. Now, anyways, bookies opened this one at -7 in favor of Cincy, and since then it only dropped that hook, and now the majority of the books have them at -6.5. And I think we're not going to see much movement for this one unless if a lot of more people start banging the Panthers' points. But, I mean, the only reason I see actually the Cincinnati Bengals being favored for this game is due to the home field advantage. But besides that, I really believe that there's a lot more value if we actually take the points, considering, you know, the missing key components on the offensive side of the ball. In any case, Jordan, do you think that we might see this line move in any way, in any direction for before kickoff?
Well, I'll start with the biggest mystery in the NFL. We were talking about in New England and Buffalo that before last week the Patriots were. Now it's Jay Cutler and the Bears in the second half of the last 2 weeks. Now they are the biggest mystery. I can't even explain to you what happened last week against Carolina, but I do think it was a bit fluky. I think it was mostly on the Bears, not much on the Panthers. And this week with Carolina going into Cincinnati after Cincinnati had that tough loss last week, I think this could be a very interesting game here. I'm not going to go as far as to say that I think the Panthers are a solid bet against the spread here, but I do think this could be a very low-scoring game, which would help them out a lot because of what you mentioned, that A.J. Green's now aggravated that toe injury, and we don't know his status, and that basically wipes out any sort of vertical passing game the Bengals had up until that point, which means they're going to have to run the ball a lot more with Jeremy Hill and Gio Bernard. And the Panthers, obviously, on their side, their offense is just absolutely horrendous right now. Defense is pretty bad too, but with the added bonus of potentially being without A.J. Green, this could be a really low-scoring game, and if it is, Carolina would definitely be a very good value, +7 points, but we don't know so much about this game right now, that a.k.a. A.J. Green. So, he probably is not good enough to move the point spread too much, but he is a huge factor for this, for what kind of game this could potentially become. But we know that Cincinnati's probably teed off that they got blown out last week, and they're going to want to come back and have a good showing here. So this is going to be an interesting game. But I think you're right. If the total's low, we could see the Panthers be a good play here.
Yep, no doubt, man. I mean, the problem that I see here is that Andy Dalton isn't going to have that many targets to actually hit. And in this case, that could be the problem that he's going to encounter. He's going to have to rely a little bit more on the run game, and he's going to have to rely a lot more on his defense. And knowing the way that the Panthers play, I'm pretty sure that their defense is going to take advantage of this. I'm seeing this game closed by 3 points. I'm definitely sure that Cincinnati's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be by a touchdown. I think it's just going to be probably by 3 points, which, taking those 6.5 points, sounds like a good deal to me, man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right, my man, Jordan. Thanks for all the input, my man, and I look forward to talking football with you again very soon.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.